During World War II, Nazi Germany created a secret project called Black Laboratory. This team successfully invented the technology to combine animal heads and their genes with the human body. Through this combination, these modified humans can draw support from animal epinephrine and its special abilities to become super soldiers. Hello fellow adventurers and collectors, Filmaholic here. On today's episode we're going to be looking at something somewhat special. I don't know, I say that every time that I open a video, but I kind of mean it this time around. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is actually a head sculpt by Black Laboratory. I say Black Laboratory, but I know it's not spelt that way. The way I kind of look for these figures is called Black 13 Park. Don't know the story behind that outside of the excerpt that I kind of read in the beginning of this, but suffice to say, if you know designer figures, you know Black 13 Park and how limited these are. I don't know how many runs there are of these figures, but these are super hard to come by, and suffice to say, when I was able to find the listing for just the head, I grabbed it just because I know this was an artist that I wanted to add to my collection for the longest time, and I could not see myself spending the upwards of thousands of dollars just to get a figure, so I figured I'd kit bash my own. So one of the trademark things with this designer line is that it very much has to do with the physiology of humans, and you'll see a lot of like split head sculpts or what have you just to see inside and the attention to detail to the actual human organs and everything behind it. You know, it's a special form of artistry, I guess, when it comes to just modeling that on the 1/6 scale. So being able to see that here is truly phenomenal. But unfortunately, when it came to getting this head, I actually had to do some modifying as the peg itself was very small. So I decided to just go for it and actually make it a bit bigger to utilize this head sculpt on a wider range of bodies. But that aside, I am very impressed with the paint application and sculpting behind this head sculpt itself. You know, admiring from afar, I really do like the figures themselves, but again, they're very much so art pieces. They're not something you want to play with, you know. But me being me, I'm gonna modify it and, you know, utilize it how I want. So I wasn't too bent out of shape when it came to modifying this one because, one, it's not complete, and two, it's at the end of the day mine, and I don't foresee myself selling it, and if I do, I will definitely leave that in the description. But kind of going back to the whole story aspect behind everything, I'll leave a link to the Instagram and the Facebook group as well, but from what I can gather, it doesn't seem like it's too updated. Like the last post was around 2017. I believe the artist itself is still doing work, but I'm not entirely sure, so you'll kind of have to do that research on your own. But yeah, unfortunately I can't go into too much depth as to where these parts came from. I don't think it was one particular figure in general. I think it was kind of just put out together. So yeah, from what I can gather, I think it's from a White Eagle set or something like that. If I can find a photo, I'll leave it in here. But yeah, I used Damn Toys body with various, you know, clothes that I had from my collection. It's a mix of Action Man, 21st Century toys, and even Dragon models. So I used whatever I could to get the look that I wanted. So I think it looks fairly well. But again, these things are always changing, but the main thing was the head sculpt itself, and I think that really does shine through. So I'm very grateful to have gotten it in my collection, and I don't think I'll ever get a full figure, but I'm happy with this. So with that said, I thank you all for watching, and if you feel so inclined, please like, comment, and or subscribe. I very much appreciate it. I'll catch you all next time.